Hello there viewers, welcome back to Media 13. My name is Jordan and today we are talking about episode 3 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hopefully one day late for the last time. Now episode 3 I feel is going to be a very divisive one between fans for a few reasons, and for me, I honestly think it's going to have to wait until this season is finished for me to truly understand how I feel about parts of this episode. Jumping straight into things, this is the episode where we finally see the reunion between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, or Darth Vader. And overall, this episode is amazing. From start to finish, it is really great with building tension. I do think the battle between them is a little anticlimactic, but it is just the supposed first rematch of two. The reason that this concerns me is purely because they've met. Now, there was a stage in this fight where it looked as if Darth Vader was going to leave Obi-Wan for dead, and I assumed that was going to be why it then was such a shock to Vader in A New Hope when he learns that Ben Kenobi is alive. But alas, no, he seems very well aware that Obi-Wan Kenobi has survived that, and so I'm assuming there's going to be another interaction later on down the line that involves, another reunion that involves Darth Vader supposedly killing Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I am open to the idea that by the end of the season, my opinion on this part could have entirely changed, but I'm just not too sure how I feel about a reunion between the two at all. And I've been very vocal about this. This is not just something I've decided upon for the sake of sounding a little different. I have said from the start that I'm not too big a fan of these two meeting unless it is done very, very well. And the harsh reality is, for it to be done very, very well, I'm gonna need to see the finished product. As I could call it great here only for something to happen further on down the line that cheapens it. Star Wars TV has got me very worried in the sense that this TV show could become quickly derailed now that Darth Vader is a prevalent force in the show. Like, we have for real seen him. We've seen him in all his glory today. But it's just another note real quick, that Darth Vader commands screen presence. The way he is shot is so sinister, so intimidating that you feel every bit of fear that Obi-Wan Kenobi fears as he's being chased. But yeah, what worries me is that this show is going to follow a similar fate of the Book of Boba Fett and even The Mandalorian Season 2 to an extent, where it loses itself. Up until this point, Obi-Wan Kenobi has done a very good job of managing itself and playing the showcase of Obi-Wan's trauma very well. It's been outstanding so far in my opinion in the opening 2 episodes. And even in this one, but the worry for me now is that now that we have Darth Vader introduced and he is, let's be real, a more iconic character than Obi-Wan Kenobi is, I worry that there's every possibility he might start to share a spotlight in a series that isn't about him. Because if we remember, Star Wars' last show's main issue that I had with it was the fact that it was derailed when they brought in a character more iconic and they almost took the spotlight entirely. I just do not want Obi-Wan Kenobi to suffer the same fate, because from what I've seen so far in the opening 3 episodes, it has got everything there to be amazing. I want to especially mention Moses Ingram here, who has had a lot of horrendous racial abuse over this last week since the first 2 episodes dropped. Which, first off, just real quick, if you're watching this and you agree at all or think it's okay to do that sort of thing, in the nicest way possible, fuck off, because you're not welcome watching these videos. But I just want to quickly mention that her acting in this episode was so great. There is this moment where she notices the symbol of the Jedi Academy. I'm pretty sure it's that. I will correct it on screen if it's not. And the amount of varied emotion that you see on her face in the space of about 3 or 4 seconds as the camera watches her, it's just amazing. Like, there's so much there to analyse, and it is clear to me that she's bringing so much to this character, and I cannot understand for the life of me why people are choosing to ignore that entirely because of the colour of her skin. Aside from, the obvious reason that they're just complete pieces of shit. The battle between them was really great. I know I'm a sequels fan saying this, but when it came to the fight, I loved the visual parallels to Rey versus Kylo Ren on Starkiller Base in The Force Awakens. The way that the scene was lit, the way that it was shot, I just loved every second of that. Even if I'm not sure it entirely makes sense for me yet and what I would like to see for the character, spectacle could become an issue though, because while it's okay being done in service of a plot, when utilised in a way that is done to prefer spectacle over the narrative, that's when there starts to be issues coming forward. And I almost to an extent feel like that is another thing that happened with the Book of Boba Fett. But those have been my thoughts on episode 3 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I want you to get down to the comments now and tell me yours. Also be sure to let me know what side of the fence you're on. Does it make sense that Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader meet in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope? Maybe you can actually change my mind, because like I say, I'm not completely sold on either idea. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. It lets me know I'm doing something right with the content and also motivates me to make more content like this. Also, if you're feeling generous, you can share this on Twitter or Instagram or with your friends, because stuff like that helps these videos get seen more. I do not have anyone to shout out this time because I'm recording this before releasing the last month I watched episode that you watched yesterday, hopefully. But if you do want to potentially be mentioned in the next video, all you have to do is retweet the video, tweet on here, or go over to my Instagram and share the reel that's been posted on there. Also, please tag me in the Instagram thing. And last but not least, if you want to make sure that you don't miss out on next week's review of Kenobi, which will be falling on release day, hopefully, you can hit that subscribe button. And if you want to keep extra up to date and get each video as it comes, you can hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload. But yeah, that's all I had to offer. So with that being said, my name is Jordan. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in the next one.